Friday, April 19th, 4:52 p.m. New York time. Going to discuss the Dow 30 index as well as the Dow 30 stocks. We just finished the week out. Yep, we are past the midpoint of the month of the second quarter of the year. So we're looking here at a 5-year chart, 5 years of history, and each of these are candlesticks represent 1 week. Dow 30 Industrial Average is a very old index, one of the oldest stock indexes in the United States. Has the 30 largest publicly traded companies in the United States. The key word there is public. There are private companies not listed on the US stock market. We're not discussing those. We're discussing the 30 that are listed in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You could trade them individually as well just the index. This index this year had one company switched out, means they took one off and replaced it with another. The one they replaced it with was Amazon. The one they took off was Walgreens. They do that every few years, sometimes more often, sometimes less often, as well as the other indexes. Why do they do that? They want to get rid of the weaker, the losers, and improve the performance of the index by putting winners on. Hopefully you understand that. You should be doing that same thing with your portfolio. Stop investing in losers, get rid of losers, go with winners. So going through here, we want to see the performance of the index as well as the 30 companies inside of it, see which ones are the leadership. It's never too late to get out of losers and go with winners, because it's your investment portfolio. You should be on top of the game, not be outsourcing it. At the end of the day, it's your financial instrument, your retirement. Just saying, own up. Don't be believing that some other institution is going to be their best interest taking care of it for you. They'll be in the best interest to charge you the most amount of fees, take the most amount of money from you fast as possible. Skin in the game. So here are the past 5 years. Here's the low of the past 5 years, this yellow horizontal line. It says 2020 low. And here's the high of the past 5 years, right here. 2024. So whatever financial instruments you're in, if you look at a chart for the past 5 years, if this year, your financial instrument that you're in did not make a new high for the past 5 years, that's a loser. It should be equal or better than this index. Going up and down in the price action is expected. But on an upward trend like this, markup phase, first downward, mark downward. Yeah. We're going to go over that too. Same with accumulation. So again, the prior trend was markup. And you should notice this. These are consolidations. See these gray areas, these boxes, consolidations. Consolidation, break out to the upside. Consolidation, break up to the upside. Staircase pattern, higher high. We're in a retracement mode. The past prior 2 weeks, big red candles. This past week, still a red candle, lower high, lower low. Big difference what happened here. Small little body, big wick on the top and bottom. First, the other ones were huge red candles, big red bodies. So one would expect buyers are stepping down here on the dip. That's a smart money. Don't be a knucklehead buying at the high. You look for the pullbacks, look for the pullbacks on weakness. And that's where you're going to be looking for the better buy. That may not occur yet. These people may be early because maybe they're managing other people's money. Institutions, financial institutions that manage other people's money are looking at long-term investments, as well as the short-term traders in here. So we had a consolidation here. And this was much more wider, much more longer here. When I say wider, I mean these higher candles, top and below, top and bottom, as well as the duration. That was a short duration up here. Fast distribution, smart money was selling up there. So we're looking for that sweet spot where buyers are coming in on the bottom. All right, let's go look at the 30 companies, alphabetical order. It's going to be the same thing. 5-year chart, each candle's a week. Stock symbols here, the top left, as well as in the chart, I have it labeled big white letters. So this is market cycles I'm showing you. Market cycles mean markup, distribution, accumulation, markdown. So Apple, past 5 years. Last year was the highs. This year made a new low for the year. Well, so this was a swing low. This blue horizontal line was a swing low, happened to be in October. We took that out and we closed below it. This week we made a new low for the year. Yep, the struggle's real. Big sell-off there. Amgen, Alpha Mike Golf, November. Same thing. New low for the year. Here's the low of last year. Amazon. This year made a new high, all-time high. Last week was an all-time new high. Right there. Red candle, small body, big wick top and bottom, distribution. And this week it was a huge dump. This orange vertical line, that was when Amazon got added to the Dow 30. So since that point, Amazon went higher. I shared that as a trade idea before it even got listed. And I closed my positions after it got listed, and I closed them. It's like 2 weeks ago already. Yeah, I didn't close them at the high, but I closed them for profits. And I'm happy I closed them for profits because, look, it was a fast sell-off. So I'll be sitting on hands waiting for a good place to reload and buying again. Patience. Look at American Express. Look at the past 5 years here. American Express made a new high for this year. And some of the differences between Amazon and American Express, they are in different sectors. American Express falls under a sector referred to as financials. Your banks, your insurance, your real estate, your brokers, yeah. So again, American Express. See the past 5 years? This year is when it made the new high. As well as this week, it closed green, made a higher high, higher low. Outstanding. The financial sector. Even though we saw the Dow sell off the past few weeks, right? This stock already made a reversal. So one should be looking at the other big stocks inside the financials and see which other financials perform equal or better. Well, we know American Express is. Boeing, look at the past 5 years. New low for the year. Wow, huge difference. Here's the high of the year, gap down, and new low for the year. Caterpillar, just like the Dow, selling off the past few weeks. But this year was the new high. Huge markup phase here. Salesforce, stock symbol, Charlie Romeo Mike. Yep, gap down this week. An all-time new high here. And huge distribution, no surprise. Cisco system. Red for the week. Big red candle, made a lower high, lower low. Huge consolidation. This may be in the phase of accumulation. Time will tell. Accumulation is when smart money's buying it. I have to look at this multiple time frames to do some more investigation. And if it's accumulation, that means smart money's buying, and one should be looking to do the similar. If it's distribution, one should not be buying it. And if you understand advanced trading, one should be looking to trade bearish. Chevron. They closed green for the week, but made a lower low, lower high. Big wick there. Buyer stepped in there. Nice. Disney, just like the Dow, selling off the past few weeks. Big difference too. Look at the low of the year here. Disney ran up, selling off. Never made it to that swing high here. Dow Chemical. Yep, selling off. Broke below that inside candle. So right now we see again, the strongest one was American Express in the financial sector. Goldman Sachs, another stock in the financial sector. Okay, let's do this again. Look at the past 5 years. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Here's the high for the past 5 years. Out to be year 2021. We haven't retested yet. But this week, it made an inside candle. The yellow candle, inside candle, simply means didn't take out the high or low of the prior week. That's interesting. So it's already turning around, doing better than the index. Again, financials. We see American Express doing better, that one. Home Depot, new low for the year. Not good. Okay, coming right back to that sweet spot where the impulse move was there. Honeywell. Nope. It did not take out that low. Here was the low of the year. Just shy of testing it. Apparently what? Buyers are stepping in there. Time will tell if it's accumulation phase or not. Time will tell. IBM. Kept just like the Dow, trending down. Very close to that swing point. Intel, no surprise. Huge dump. And a lot of the tech stocks, people were taking profits. Johnson & Johnson, new low for the year. And yep, recently it took out that low of last year. JP Morgan, another financial. Green for the week. Still made a lower low, lower high. Coca-Cola. Do you drink Coca-Cola? Do you drink Pepsi? Do you drink any soda? What brand name? Green for the week. Make a higher high, lower low. Big buyers. Almost a golfing candle there. And that was the low of the year too this past week. McDonald's. Well, reversed. Yep. Higher high, higher low. Doing a retracement of that impulse move down. Be careful. Might be another bearish setup. 3M. Small trading range, huge consolidation building here. Interesting, again, how it closed up compared to the rest of the market. Merck, red. And look at the past 5 years. This year made a new high. And Microsoft, huge sell-off. Wow. There was the high of the year, and huge sell-off. Still above the lows of this year. Nice. And we're coming into a swing point right there. Swing low. There we go. Nike, yeah, retail, not looking good. They closed green, higher high, higher low, reversal from last week. Tight consolidation, still below the high of last year, below these prior highs. And that candle, very suspicious. Small body, big wick on the top and bottom. That big impulse move down. Yep, I would not want to be accumulating this one. Procter Gamble, big reversal. Just shy of doing that midpoint. Thought it was going to do deeper retracement. Didn't do that. Let's leave a midpoint. Okay, could always possibly test this later on. Time will tell. Another financial company, Travelers. And look at what it did here. Close red, lower low, lower high. Again, past 5 years, this year made a new high. And it came down and tested midpoint right there. Broke below it and closed above it. Nice. I'm going to keep this midpoint labeled here until we get reversal. But I'd certainly be looking at this because we already see the financials have some good leadership. Potential trade out there. Uniform November Hotel, United Health. Last week, Made a new low for the year. This week, reversal. Higher low, higher high, huge green candle, bullish engulfing candle. All these shorts were trapped. Nice. Already labeled midpoint right here. Yep. And just shy of testing midpoint there. We're going to see if I follow through or not. Visa. Let's go back to actually United Health just to look at the volume. So this candle, this big red candle here, when that dump came, that had over 29 million shares trade red on the downside, 29.29 million shares. And then that lower red candle, 25 million shares. So as it went lower, less people were selling it. And then here, this big red candle, 30 million, more sellers came, more volume on this red candle that took out that low, then continuous going lower. Then that last week, 24 million, so a lot less. And this green candle, 41 plus million, huge amount of buying volume. Nice, huge amount of buying volume. So apparently somebody's institution or plural institutions are accumulating it there. Have to look at on a, okay, I'll show you. Let's put this on a lower time frame, the daily time frame. Now each candle is a day. And you can see there was a gap here earlier. So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So Tuesday, it gapped up. Was there earnings Tuesday or was that pre-market? Yeah, there was earnings, pre-market, gapped up. Nice. And I want to get some verification here at the volume. Went higher, less volume. So I want to be looking for a pullback. All right, let's continue, go back to the, finish the last few. Visa, another financial, but it's trending worse. Coming close to that impulse up day. And Verizon, a huge consolidation here, but might be distribution. Look at those dodgy candles up here or bearish pin bars. I would not want to be accumulating this. It hasn't proven itself yet. It's not a winner either. And Walmart, yep. Consolidation looks like it might be in a phase here. I have to research more of its accumulation and distribution. And I'll end here. Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. I should have done that in the beginning. My YouTube channel, consider to subscribe, and my Patreon page. Here's the link, and the link's below in the description. A lot more detail, plus you get the access to the video the same day it's released. That's it for the video. Thanks for spending just a little bit of time with me.